Hey, Silver Nation, here we are in another episode of Las Vegas Raiders News, and what a game, my friends. Or rather, what a non-game. Yes, the final score was Falcons 15, Raiders 9, and if you were frustrated, discouraged, or even angry, calm down. I'll explain to you why this defeat has a bit of a bitter taste, but it's a hint of hope for the future of our franchise. The truth is simple. Losing today means winning tomorrow, and I promise that in the middle of this chat, I'll get you as excited as I am. Because, my friend, the first pick of the draft is getting closer and closer, and this could be our turning point. Tune in and come with me, because this script is from fan to fan. Before anything else, like the video, comment here if you're on our Team Tank or still believe in victories, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single moment of this journey that only we, Raider Nation, understand. To put it bluntly, there's no denying it. The game was ugly, the special teams, a disaster with 2 blocked punts and an extra point that looked like a scene from a comedy film. The defense did what it could, but the offense, my friends, 0 wide receiver receptions until the third quarter. That's right, nothing, 0 empty. Until Atlanta decided to change its defensive style in the fourth quarter, allowing Jakobi Meyers to make 5 receptions for 59 yards. Result? Numbers that are deceiving, but still a poor performance. But let's look beyond that. I don't want to focus on the tactical mess, the individual mistakes, or the frustration of the moment. I want us to focus on the future. You know why? Because while many people are cursing, lamenting, and crying about this losing streak, I see opportunity. Let me be honest. If the season ended today, the Raiders would have the first pick in the draft. That means we can get the next great NFL quarterback without having to sell our future to move up in the draft. And folks, that's the most important pick in years. The difference between 10 years of failure or 10 years of glory starts now. If you're wondering who these names are, I'm talking about 2 guys. Shedeur Sanders, the Colorado star and son of Deion Sanders, and Cam Ward, the talent who is dominating college football. These quarterbacks have that special spark, that potential to carry the franchise on their backs and transform the Raiders into an offensive powerhouse. But to do that, we have to do something that hurts. Keep losing. I know the idea of rooting for a loss seems absurd. After all, we are Raider Nation. We always win. That's the DNA, the mantra, the spirit. Just win, baby. But here's an analogy that I know will make sense. Rooting for a win now is like betraying a great love. At the time, it might feel good, a small instant reward, but as soon as the game is over, that heartache hits. You look at the draft board, see the Raiders falling to 7th or 8th place, and think, was it worth it? Did we miss the chance to rebuild the future? For what? For a 24-hour smile? It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Every loss now is a brick in the construction of a better future. And I know you might be wondering, okay, but what about the veteran quarterbacks on the market? Justin Fields, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins. I'll be honest with you, as I always am, it's not possible. Kirk is washed, Justin Fields is unstable, Dak is going to cost a ton of money. The solution has to come in the draft. We need youth, talent, and a cheap contract that will allow us to build a complete roster around our future quarterback. So losing to the Falcons was the best thing that could have happened. I know a lot of you rooted for that ball in the end zone until the last second, but honestly, not winning now saves us in the long run. And look, I'm not even going to get into Desmond Ridder, because if he's our starting quarterback in Week 16, I'm going to root for him to screw up again. Not for his sake, but for the greater good. I want the Raiders to go number 1 in the draft. I want a franchise quarterback. I want 10 years of winning, and that starts now. What do I expect from these last 3 weeks? Simple. I want to see Antonio Pierce give more time on the field to the rookies. I want to see Trey Taylor, Jacorian Bennett, and I want the franchise to experiment, take risks, test pieces, because what matters now is not the score. What matters is the process. We have to look to the future and prepare. To do that, we need to lose with our heads held high. Understand, losing is the path to winning. A veteran, I want to save as much money as humanly possible. And the way to do that is to have Aiden as your backup quarterback at a cheap rookie contract, and then you go get a young guy. And I think that that's the parent, like that's what a smart person would do and a smart person would wish for. Let's go to Jacob fans rooting for a win. Are Finn clueless? I think fans that are rooting for a win just want to root for a win, for something to root for. But I do think it's dumb for fans to root for a win. I do, I'll admit it, sir. Chai, Baker Mayfield, and Tampa Bay. So pissed right now. I'm sure the Bucks are. I mean, that's a football game. You're going holy. If the Falcons lose, they're in the driver's seat in that division. So now Atlanta gets a dub. They're 7-7 on the season. And you're right. Tampa Bay probably very upset, Thug, if only the Raiders tank this way, where they almost win a game. Yeah, I mean, again, you win a game, you go all the way down in the number 7 pick, and then you have to give up your future to go get your QB Nico. I just won my fantasy playoff game. Baby, what did I tell you? I needed 20 points from Atlanta's defense and the Raiders. I mean, special teams blocks probably helped, not a lot of points, giving up a few turnovers. Congratulations to you, Nico. Here's the thing. I also won my playoff game. I was the 8th seed in the playoffs, and I took down the 1 seed, my cousin Austin. Sorry, bro. Now you have more time to spend with your second kid, I guess. Theodore thought they were giving us a break from the heart attacks till next season, even though that game was close, and even though my heart felt like it was going to skip a beat. I kind of missed it, though. I missed that feeling of something to root for. I missed that feeling on a game day, and that's why I hope that people watch next week. Week 16 against the Jags, because that could be like a number 1 overall pick type game. And you got week 17 against New Orleans, week 18 against the Chargers. If we lose that game, we have the number 1 overall pick. It feels good to be able to root for something, and that's what I'm going to do. OG make AJ Cole the highest paid punter of all time. He's got a chance to be. I mean, I think he's the best punter in the NFL. I really truly do believe that. Very well liked guy. You have the salary cap in order to be able to do it. I would pay AJ Cool before I pay Daniel Carlson. And that's not even a difficult decision. Quite frankly, I don't think anybody thinks it's a difficult decision to do what I just said that I would do. Now, man, let's get some of these draft picks from last year off the practice squad and see what they got. Damn, I mean, if I was Las Vegas, now would be the time where I do want to see some of these younger players go. Like, I would like to, don't LBI play a little bit more. I would like to see what Trey Taylor's got. I would like to see some of these young dudes just to see what they look like. And yeah, probably is going to be a bad result on the field. But we even saw last year, Jacorian Bennett was really bad last year. It's arguably the best Raiders corner this season before he got hurt. I think sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to get it going long term. Play some of your guys right now. Gilbert, will AP be here next season? I would say it's funny. 2 months ago, I gave this 3. Just win babies a month ago, not even a month ago, 2 weeks ago. I talked about this. I gave it to just win babies after my trip in Las Vegas. I'm going to give it about a half of a just win baby that app's back. And I think the writing is on the wall. And I think it's Mike Vell is going to be the next head coach. But I would say right now you're looking at about a 10% chance of Antonio Pierce being back next season. And I can't blame the Raiders for doing it because, again, I know AP's was dealt a shitty hand, but AP's also played that hand really, really shitty as well now. I get it. Not everybody can get on this show, but I hope that everyone had a fun time tonight. Raiders tanking sucks. This Raiders season sucks. But I hope that you enjoyed Sarcastic Mitch for everybody that watched tonight's live show. And it's why I want y'all to hit that subscribe button. It's why I want y'all to turn on those notifications, because we're going to make game days fun around here, because damn it, y'all deserve it. We deserve it. The nation deserves it. And I need something to look forward to for the remainder of the season. We got 3 more games to go, baby. 3 more games to go. And then we can look forward to next season, Tank versus your door tank for Cam Ward. Thank. And now I ask you, Raider Nation, are you with me? Do you believe tanking is the best path? Because I'm on the team tank, and I want the best for this franchise that I love so much. I want to hear from you. Comment below what you think of the plan. Who should be our next quarterback? Shador Sanders, Cam Ward, or do you have another name in mind? Let's debate, because this is our journey. We are Raider Nation, united forever. Oh, and don't forget, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share with your fellow fans. Let's show that the Silver Nation never gives up, even in the hardest times. Because at the end of the day, just win, baby, even in defeat.